Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody.
Hello, guys.
Welcome back to the Burt Reynolds Memorial Prison.
Yes.
Where, fuck me, last time a lot of people died. I'm just putting that out there, okay? Our prison population has been severely cold.
Yeah.
It might be something to do with the fact that our staff morale is literally zero.
Talking
Just
of
going to
that,
put that out there.
I have noticed something.
Okay.
We don't actually have a psychologist.
No, we don't. We never built a psychologist, did we?
No.
I think we talked about it. I think we had like the big talk, and then we never actually came through with it. You know,
Well,
like a lot of things in life.
Let's just rectify that and let's just stick down a quick.
Oh, you're going to
bit
that's
of
a
office.
Genius idea. Good idea.
That,
It needs to be 4x4 rather than 5x5. So 4x4 is fine. 5x4 is fine.
5x4, yeah, that'll do.
Okay, you do that. I'll buy the psychologist.
Let's do that.
Bam. And then we put that down. When I press play, it should get rid of that room warning. I'm just going to leave it paused for a moment, though. So there's a couple of things. Okay, today we're going to finish things up. Okay, we've got our psychologist done, which is great. We've got to fix these parole rooms because they're too small.
Yes.
Oh, I gave the big talk about putting barbed wire down on fences, and I never actually went through with it. So if you want to give me a hand.
Yeah, I can do that.
That would be pretty good.
Wire.
I am worried this might kick you because we have experienced issues with dragging down
there's a hole
multiple
in the
single
fence,
items. I think that's semi-intentional. I can't remember.
Yeah, to get to the power station.
I did. Yeah, I think actually though we can now patch it up because they've done all of the work that they needed to do in there. So I will get down some heavy duty walls and shit. But yeah, there's a couple of other things going on. We're going to finish up death row. We're going to decorate all of these cells, and then we're just going to execute everybody because why the fuck not? You know, we might as well. Our last we said we were going to do this last time. We followed through. Normally you don't actually want to follow through, but today we did it with good intention. Our last death row prisoner is being assigned to their cell. Okay, so they're all here. They're all ready.
Yep.
They're ready for some RP. So that we can discuss their backstories and our fantastic work on that fence, man. Honestly, but yeah, aside from all the death row prisoners, look who's in our solitary.
What have we got?
Look, this guy's wearing a hat.
Oh shit, Mark Morris.
Why is he wearing a hat? It's because it's Mark Morris, some kind of like head producer or creative director at Introversion. He's come to actually witness the Burt Reynolds Memorial Prison for himself. I'm guessing. I mean, this is just a guess. I'm assuming he's seen some of our TV advertisement where we advertise how wonderful this place is, and he decided to come and see for himself. So, I mean, you've come at the right time, Mark. As you can see, we are just cleaning up a bit of a mess.
There are just corpses everywhere.
It's a bit of a... I mean, there's corpses. There's like piles of piss and blood and puke. And God knows what this bright yellow stuff is right here.
Beautiful.
I mean, somebody's got gonorrhea, I think, in the prison. But yeah, like that was a bit of a mess. It was. We lost a lot of people. So that's the plan. Okay, that's the plan. We're gonna finish things up, and then we're gonna take a look at this co-op escape mode shit that we can glitch into.
Yes, I am looking forward.
It's not technically a mode. All right, I'm gonna unpause the game now.
Yeah,
I want to keep every.
It's
pretty horrendous. It's going to be an interesting challenge. So the psychologist is nicely bunkered down now.
Nice.
It looks like somebody else has died.
Again?
I think he bled out in his cell. Yeah, he was killed by a guard.
Oh.
Probably this guard right here, the one who's injured and pissed off.
No.
You know what? Let's sack him. Let's get rid of him. Let's hire one. This is right. This new guard I'm hiring. This is like our vaccine. Okay, what we're doing, right, is we're taking the happiest employee that came for an interview, all right, and we're going to inject him into the staff like a vaccine, and then his happiness is gonna spread out like a virus, okay, and it's gonna make all the other guards happy, all right. Just watch and see, all right. Just watch. He already needs to rest, but okay, fine. I'm telling you, like the staff morale, it's going to go up now. It's going to go up. So what are you doing anyway, Kitch? My mouse battery's died, so I'm going to need you to cover for me.
I'm currently
for 2
just
minutes.
sorting out the parole rooms.
Oh, what, the ones in Death Row?
Yeah,
Okay, tell me what you're doing while I find my cable.
I'm currently just going to demolish these walls because they've been a little bit too small. So I'm going to bring the wall out one, just into this room a little bit. Because, yeah, I don't know why. I couldn't decide whether to bring it out into this room a little bit more or bring it out further back, out the prison. But I thought, nah, you know what? Sod that. They can just have a smaller seating area. So yeah, I'm just sorting that out and waiting for builders currently. But
I did consider. I've got my cable plugged in now. I did consider taking it outside as well. But no, I think you're right. Like, just make these rooms small. It needs to come down a little bit as well, though. Unfortunately, like it does need some extra foundations, probably off the bottom here, because each of these rooms needs an extra one block, which means we need like yeah. I think foundations down to about there.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we get proper foundations. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Is that right? I think that's right. So we'll get these foundations down, and then I think you'll have enough space to. Oh, we need the extra bit there. Enough space to do 5x5s. So I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you to do that. I'm going to investigate why people are dying again in this prison. Okay, but it wasn't Mark Morris.
On a cheerier note, have you seen that they are making a new animated Mario movie?
Do you know what? I saw something about that online. I didn't see any of the details though.
Yeah, there's the new like just Nintendo Mario movie that they're making. It's meant to be released 2022. I think it's coming out.
Okay, that's going to be interesting.
I don't think there's many details about it at the minute, but yeah, I just thought that'd be quite cool. Little,
I know.
movie.
I know there's like a proper team behind it as well. It's not like just a shit, made for video style movie. Like, they're actually putting some efforts into it.
Yeah,
which is always nice at the end of the day. Like when they want to make a bit of effort in terms of, like, making good shit with their IPs. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how it goes. I think a CG Mario movie is definitely the right way to go.
Yeah,
you don't want like live action Mario movie. I mean, I did enjoy the live action Mario movie.
Yeah, I think that's one of those where it was. You had to be there
is probably
first
the right
time around
word, right?
to really appreciate
100%. Like watching it now, it just doesn't translate in the slightest. The staff are using our new toilets, which is nice.
Oh.
They're actually in there. They're all using the cubicles. They're listening to some tunes.
Beautiful.
I like watching TV as well. That's kind of fun. Like, they all just sit together and chill out and watch a bit of TV. I should point out as well, you apparently don't have this, but there is like a permanent siren going off in my game. I kind of like it. It adds a bit of ambience.
Yeah, so my game's silent.
I know. So on movie news though, like I definitely, like, I'm looking forward to this Mario movie. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of trailers and stuff they can bring out. But, like, until they do bring out a trailer or like something substantial, like, I'm going to be concerned that it just ends up getting dropped or like transfers director to director like a lot of video game movies do. But on the subject of movies, I found out they're making a second Kung Pao movie.
Say what?
Yeah. I was talking to some guys at work, and for anybody who doesn't know what Kung Pao is, like, you are 100% missing out, basically.
Yes, you really are.
I was talking to some guys at work about it, and, like, a couple of them knew what it was, and a couple of them didn't, and, like, the guys who didn't were being shown, all of the best clips that we could find, like everything that Betty kind of does. Yeah. We looked up the wee clip. We showed them that because obviously that is like an absolute winner. And yeah, like I ended up going onto the Wikipedia page just to read a little bit about it, and it turns out they're making a sequel. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a funny tagline, but I think I might not be right. Because they haven't actually confirmed all that many details about it. But I think rather than using martial arts movies, they're using like a spaghetti western.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, so they're taking a different vibe with it, which I really, really like the idea of. But one thing I never knew about Kung Pao, which I don't know how I never knew this, but Steve Odekirk, or whatever his name is, the guy who directs and produces Kung Pao, is also the lead character.
Ah.
He also directed and produced Ace Ventura. And a bunch of other films you've probably heard of. But yeah, it was quite a funny kind of chain of events reading about. I was like, I never knew any of this stuff. So yeah, that was fun to find out. Like the fact there's going to be a sequel is exciting. I looked up the cow the cow fight scene.
Yeah.
I did pull it up and I kind of said to them, look, I'm going to show you this scene. But honestly, it's probably the worst scene in the entire movie, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yep.
it's watchable, it's funny, but at the same time, like, it doesn't... If you take that scene on its own, it doesn't in any way convey what that movie is like. You know what I mean? Like, it is very, very much not a good example of what that film is supposed to be about. So, but, you know, I still showed it to them. They thought it was funny. The guy sitting next to you is probably going to go home and watch it because, it's his kind of thing. He kind of grew up with a lot of internet meme culture. So, like, he's seen lots and lots of memes from this movie, but he never really knew what it was about, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was going to say, that cow scene, it is very, like, Diablo secret cow level style cow.
Yeah. Like, weird facial expressions. Like, there's some creepy... like udder slapping shit that goes on, like, you know what I mean. Like it's very much the black sheep of that movie, but still enjoyable, still funny, and very, very memorable at the end of the day.
Speaking of Diablo as well, yeah.
Oh god,
don't
even talk about it.
Seen it.
Oh,
but the red shirt guy just made it for me of just going and asking the questions like, hi. Just wanted to ask her, is this like an out of season April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
Because that really is just, it's so bad.
It's a gut punch.
It's just, as everyone said, he's just so out of touch with what gamers want, and
it's very like 5 years ago, if you know what I mean. I think that's the problem I have with it. Oh, excuse me. It feels like something which should have happened 5 years ago, not something which is happening now. And I mean, 5 years isn't a long time, right? But it's long enough in technology terms that, like, 5 years ago, people were playing a lot of free-to-play games. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And like, mobile phone games were still. I mean, they're obviously they're big. They're a big thing, but they were still pretty hype. You know, they were like on trend. And yeah, I don't know. Everything I've read has said that the game is actually quite good, which is, you know, that's great. I'm glad to hear that it's a reasonable, you know, facsimile of like Diablo's mechanics in a mobile game format. But at the same time, like, that's not what people want to play.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like how, and like you say, it's very, very out of touch. With what people actually want. So yeah, I don't know.
It just seemed bad. If the whole thing was bad, the fact that you should know if you're a developer and you put on a big show and the crowd boos you, there's something going wrong.
My favourite part of that it's no kind of booing or heckling or any of that stuff. It's just the uncomfortable, awkward silence that comes after the initial announcement, basically.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, exciting times. We've got a new death row prisoner coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that will fill the gap from the guy who got brutally beaten by the guards. So, yeah, for everything I've read, though, like all of the press guys I've read who played it have gone, you know what, it's not actually that bad. Which is an interesting thing to read. We've made a fatal assumption with our barbed wire, dude.
What's that?
It doesn't auto-rotate.
Oh.
Yeah, I did exactly the same thing as well. Don't worry about it, it's fine. It can just stay that way. Sorry, I know TKO is going to be ripping his dick off right now and like throwing it at the screen. But sorry, TKO, it's going to have to stay that way. it's still going to be functional at the end of the day. It won't not function because it's the wrong way around. It just doesn't look very nice.
I'll sort it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, we could sort it off cam. I think it's probably something that we should sort off cam, honestly.